Hey everybody! I just wanted to reintroduce myself since I have so many new followers. My name's Cosette. Yes, that is my given name at birth. Um, my aunt went and saw the musical on stage and brought my mom a copy of the soundtrack, and the rest is history. I was almost Aurora, but I ended up Cosette. Anyways, so I just wanted to introduce myself, give you a little rundown of my experience and why I'm doing this. So, first things first, I'm doing this page because I just want to help others. Um, I really have enjoyed being able to help others. I've worked with disabled adults. I've done group fitness classes with kids. The kids that I worked with were predominantly kids on the spectrum or with ADHD and things like that. And my education started with the U.S. Career Institute. I got their personal trainer and nutritional specialist certification classes. I completed that with like I think a 3.9 equivalent GPA. Not quite a 4.0. I got like 1B on one assignment one time, I think. um and then last year I started working with a children's gym for kids that, are, like I mentioned, on the spectrum and things like that. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. Timing and things like that just wasn't the best. My kids, with my son's special needs and my daughter's still so little, they just, the scheduling, the timing, it just did not work out. So I was not able to continue with that job, unfortunately. But I loved the kids, I loved the work, and it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. And when I was doing that, I took my son to some of the sessions, and I did see a difference in that. So I've done the cognitive training with kids, I've done adapted training with disabled and vulnerable adults. And then my mom got me my recertification. I believe it's the ISSA. I think so. Um, there's so many different ones I can't even remember, but I'm also currently taking another nutrition class, just kind of refreshing that. Funny story with my recertification. I cold took the test. I didn't study because I was like, I want to see if I could still pass. And then I just did. And I was like, holy shit, that's cool. I can't believe I just did that. Like, I didn't even study. It's been so long. Like, I've used the skills and applied them, but it's been so long since I sat down and reviewed the material and stuff. I was just really happy with myself that I passed. But it also left me realizing that things have evolved, things have changed, and I needed to start adapting my approach. So I'm currently enrolled in some classes, including a nutrition class and a dance class. And my dance class is really interesting. It's like a therapeutic dance class. So it helps balance the chakras and your like mental and emotional well-being as well as your physical well-being. So it's super cool. I've done the first lesson for the basal chakra, and at first it was really weird. It took me a minute to get into it, but once I did, it was awesome. So, I'm still refreshing stuff. But what led me to making this channel is I was dealing with alcoholism for a long time, and I ended up hospitalized with alcoholic ketoacidosis. So, while I was there, they discovered that my gallbladder needed to be removed. I thought I had ovarian cysts for a very long time. The symptoms are super similar. I was misdiagnosed. I should have had my gallbladder out years ago. Um, but that plus the alcoholism, because I, stopped drinking when I was pregnant with my daughter and stayed stopped for a little while after that, maybe a glass of wine after she was born, not during pregnancy, but like then it just kind of evolved back into like landslid eventually back into where I had been before I found out I was pregnant with her, which was not a good place. But after my surgery, I got sober, and my doctor before the surgery was like, "You're way overweight. You need to lose weight." And it just fell off after I stopped drinking and got my gallbladder out. And it's been slightly easier to keep it off since, although the downside is I can't enjoy fast food as much because without the extra bile storage that the gallbladder provides, my liver can't break down the fat the same. So I've got to be a little bit more careful about that. But otherwise, overall, I feel a lot better. And that's just kind of like, I've helped these other people, I've helped myself. I'm also taking a class for life coaching and things like that. So, I'm just trying to pull myself together. And during my journey, I want to help inspire others and maybe give other people resources to help themselves. And I'm really hoping that we can vibe and have a good time. I have some food, I've got some workouts, I've got, some different areas of wellness, not just your exercise and diet, but other things too. So feel free to peruse, check out my channel. There's more to come. All right. Thank you. Love you. Bye bye. You guys are awesome.